At 68, the mornings feel different. They are not rushed, they are not loud. They do not demand anything from me. They simply arrive quiet, cold, honest. I wake up before the sun most days, not because I have somewhere to be, but because sleep does not stay long. Anymore it visits then, leaves like everyone else, Didi. Lie still for a few minutes listening. The refrigerator hums softly. The clock ticks. My breathing sounds heavier than it used to. There was a time when this house woke up before I did. Footsteps in the hallway, cabinet doors opening, soft laughter, someone calling my name from the kitchen. Now nothing calls my name, and that silence has weight. I sit up slowly. My knees remind me of my age. My back reminds me of my years, but it is my chest that reminds me of my regrets. That is where they live, heavy, unmoved, permanent. I walk to the bathroom. The mirror does not lie. It shows a man. I do not fully recognize gray hair, loose skin lines carved deep across my forehead, eyes that have seen success but did not see what mattered. Stare at that man for a while, and sometimes I speak to him. You thought you had time. You thought there would always be another chance. You were wrong. The kitchen is colder in the mornings, or maybe that is just how it feels when no one waits there. I fill a kettle with water. The sound echoes more than it should. I place one cup on the table, just one. There used to be four. I used to complain about the noise, the chaos, the constant interruptions. Now I understand noise. Is life chaos? Is love interruptions? Are memories being made? I sit at the table, steam rising from my tea, and I look at the empty chairs. I remember who used to sit there. My wife across from Memi's son, to my left my daughter, swinging her legs under the table, talking at the same time, laughing, asking questions I barely answered. I was always reading something, checking something, thinking about something else. I told myself I was tired. I told myself I worked hard. I told myself they would understand. At 68, you realize something painful. The people you love do not measure love by how tired you are. They measure it by how present you are. And I was rarely present. I provided. EARNED. I paid bills. I fixed things around the house. But I did not sit long enough. I did not listen deeply enough. I did not look into their eyes and stay there. My wife used to wait for me at night. I remember the way she sat on the couch, television on volume low, not really watching, just waiting. I would walk in late, briefcase in hand, mind still at work. She would smile, but her smile changed over the years. At first, it was warm, then patient, then tired, then small. I saw it, but I ignored it, because admitting it would mean admitting I was choosing something else over her, and I was not ready to face that. One night she asked me softly, "Do you ever miss us while you were gone?" I laughed a little, not because it was funny, but because I did not understand the question. "Of course I do," I said, but the truth, the honest truth, was that I was too busy building a future to notice I was losing the present. My son once waited by the door with a drawing in his hands. I can still see it, bright colors, crooked lines, a house, 4 stick figures holding hands. Looked at me with pride. "Dad, look what I made," I said. Later, just later. I did not even look properly later. Such small word, such a dangerous word. He stopped waiting by the door after that. Children learn quickly. They learn who is available, who is not. My daughter had a school event once. She asked me a week before, then again the day before, then once in the morning. I told her I would try. At 68, I hate that word, because try often means no. I did not go. There was a meeting, an opportunity, something important. At least that is what I told myself. When I came home, she was already asleep. There was a small paper on the table. It said it was okay. Dad, maybe next time. There was no next time. Opportunities do not repeat themselves. They disappear quietly, like footsteps fading down a hallway. Years past, arguments were not loud. They were quiet, which is worse. My wife stopped asking where I was. She stopped reminding me about things She stopped waiting on the couch silence, moved in before she moved out, and I did not notice. Or maybe I noticed, but pride is a powerful thing. It convinces you that you are right even when everything around you is breaking. The day she said she could not live like this anymore, I felt something crack inside me. Not anger, not shock, something heavier. She looked calm. That scared me more than if she had shouted. Calm means someone has already finished fighting, she said. Felt alone. Even when you were here, I wanted to argue, to defend myself, to list everything I had done for the family. But deep down, I knew she was right, and knowing that made it harder to breathe.